Well, I wasn't planning on doing a video on this today, but sometimes you buy something and you just like it so much you feel like you have to share it, and that's the situation I'm in right now. So I've seen these before. It's the Stihl 2-in-1 chainsaw sharpening guide, and I've never really been a fan of guides. They all seem gimmicky, and I've just always just freehanded it. You know, seems to me like I get it done better and faster just freehanding it. But I saw it and I decided to try one. I've got two of them, and I've got one for my .325 and one for my 3/8 pitch chains. It's actually embossed in the plastic, but you got to look up real close to see it. So I just wrote it in magic marker there to make it easier to see. Use my Sharpie. But anyway, I just started using this, and I was just amazed at how much easier it is than any other guide I've used before. And I've got several different ones. You know, we all know the common ones that we've all used them. None of us really like them. But the thing I like about this the most is it files the raker at the same time. So I'm going to tell a quick story on myself. When I was probably about late teens, early 20s, I'm not sure, I was sharpening a chainsaw, trying to sharpen it, and it was dull. And I sharpened those teeth to where they were just like a razor, just catch your finger if you barely touched them. And I kept going to try to use it, and it wouldn't cut any wood. It was barely cutting anything. And I could not figure it out. And then an old man that I knew there, he asked me, he said, well, did you file the rakers? I didn't know what he was talking about. What are you talking about, the rakers? I didn't know if that was what the teeth were called or whatever. And you know, he pointed out to me that you have to file the rakers because the teeth are at an angle and they get shorter. I had no clue. And I had been sharpening and sharpening that thing, was getting so frustrated. You know, most of the time, I just about every second or third sharpening, I'll hit the raker a time or two. I've got some of the raker guides, but I don't typically use them. And this is nice because if it needs it, it files the raker. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Well, I'll zoom in and I'll do a few teeth here and show you how this works. And they're about $30 each on Amazon. Make sure you're getting the pitch that matches your chain. You know, I needed both because I have both. I'll zoom in here and show you how it works. Now, I like to set the chain brake. I know a lot of guys don't. It's annoying, but every time I move the chain forward a little bit, I'll set the chain brake just so when I'm filing and pushing back, it's not moving the chain back any. There's a couple of things you got to pay attention to on this jig. It has an arrow, and that arrow is always the direction you're pointing or going to be pushing, and then it's got these angles. So you see, right now, the angles match up, but the arrow's the wrong direction. So I know I've got it wrong. So I'm going to try to flip it end for end, and now the arrow is pointing the right direction and the angle's right. So when you set the round file, the bottom round file, back into the hook of the tooth, this bar will lay on the tooth ahead of you. And if the raker needs to come down any, the file will take it down. So you don't want to push really hard against the teeth backwards because you don't want to be trying to bend the chain over to the side. You want the chain to try to stay perpendicular to the ground here, in line with the bar. There's only two things you really got to pay attention to. The first is you want to keep this angle in line with the bar. The second is at all times you want this file to be perpendicular to the bar. Now, I don't put a lot of pressure. I'd rather take more strokes with light pressure. So there you have it. It's just as easy as that. You know, let me know what you think. I know that I'm going to be making this a permanent part of my kit. It's just nice and compact. When you need to replace the files, the end opens and you can just dump the files out, put new ones in. It's just, I don't know. It couldn't be easier. It's definitely in my mind, it's the best thing that I have tried. Now, if there's something that you know of that is, you know, wrong with these, or if you actually know of something that's even better, leave me a comment. Let me know. You know, I'm using my chainsaw more now than I ever have. So, you know, I'm open for suggestions, I would say. Well, if you like this kind of video, hit that thumbs up button. If you don't like this kind of video, hit that thumbs down button. Either way, leave me a comment. Let me know why. And if this is something you're interested in, I'll leave a link in the description to the ones I bought. You may be able to find them cheaper somewhere else. I don't know. But thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.